Hi everyone, Alex Tardy here, National Weather Service. So, what's in store for the future with weather? Another warming trend, another heat wave. Heat risk will increase and the monsoon moisture will return. Let's take a look at a few things. So far, June and July, temperatures on average have been much above normal, several degrees across the areas in orange and red. That's our inland areas like our mountains and our deserts. Now, you can see along the coast, not just because of the marine layer, but temperatures have only been a little bit above compared to normal along our coastal areas. But remember, back in early June, we did have very persistent marine layer. The heat wave of early July is really what made a big imprint. Number one in the areas shown here, the deep red areas labeled 1, Central Valley, California, all the way down to the Mexico border. San Diego mountains and deserts were number one. So early to mid-July was the hottest heat wave ever recorded for that period. We also had monsoon conditions recently. Temperatures were hot still, but the monsoon brought in thunderstorms across our region. 29 Palms, for example, had several days of thunderstorms with very heavy rain. San Diego mountains also had a few days. That area is noticeable on this map compared to normal, but it was still below normal. The 29 Palms areas was much above normal with those big thunderstorms. Most of the Southwest is in the deep red, though, drier than usual. Okay, heat risk is going to expand, so we're going to see more orange and areas of red expanding from east to west. So the potential for heat impacts increase as we go into late this week and this weekend. Some numbers. If you like to look at the numbers, the temperatures for Thursday around 100 in the Inland Empire, around 110 in our deserts. But take a look as we go forward into Saturday. Yes, on Saturday, even around 105 in the Elsinore Convergence Zone area of the Inland Empire, around 115 for our deserts. So we start getting dangerously hot, even 90s in places like Escondido and Anaheim. What's causing this? Upper level ridge of high pressure will expand. Now it's over the Central Plains and Southeast. It'll expand and settle right over the Great Basin in Utah by Thursday. And by mid next week, it'll still be centered right over the Great Basin and California, as shown here. So once it sets up, it's going to be very slow to go away. We'll see it erode across the east as there gets a little bit of a pattern change there. Upcoming heat wave shown here for early August, much above normal temperatures, high confidence over the Great Basin from the Canadian border all the way down to the Mexico border. So that's pretty rare. The monsoon will also be impactful. We'll see potential for above normal, wetter than normal conditions in the deep southwest, including Southern California, early August. The outlook has also been updated, and for the rest of the summer into early fall, August through October, you can see an imprint of above normal temperatures, higher confidence over the Great Basin into the Southwest and Southern California. Because of the weather pattern that we're experiencing coming up this week, also continuing in the second half of the summer, as well as the Northeast, as shown here. Now, for precipitation, overall, the heat dome is going to keep conditions below normal for precipitation, weaker or less monsoon activity than normal for most of the West, and maybe average conditions for Southern California. The only wet conditions expected for the East Coast, from New England all the way down to Florida. The fire potential outlook has also been updated. U.S. Forest Service Predictive Services from the Riverside area makes this forecast, and we can see as we get deeper into late summer and early fall, unfortunately, the red means above average large fire potential for Southwest California, our area. A reminder that heat risk, real-time heat risk data can be found on weather.gov at the location here. We use the heat risk, which compares predicted temperatures against long-term averages We use this information to determine heat advisories and heat warning products, the alerts to the public. Other resources are found here. You can find more alerts at weather.gov GIS, hazard outlook maps at the link shown here. And for tracking and monitoring the monsoon, check out water.noaa.gov. All right, everyone, stay cool with the upcoming heat wave, another heat wave for our region.